Anyways, let's look at this game and see what's going on. We've got UCA's Damantis spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Zeus. We've got Loki Forever playing as Loki in the green color. And we've got Libertine playing Odin. On the other side of the map, we have Swiss Boy playing Poseidon, and we've got Bubbles playing Ra, and we have Ragnarok's playing Hades. The map is Midgard. And that means we're going to see docks. So we're going to see fishing ships, we're going to see all the other good stuff. All the other good stuff indeed. Got the fishing ships in order to get more food income and everything else. Ragnarok's still producing those villages. Oh God. Look at, I think these build orders are a little bit man, I can't tell if people actually have their thing. You know what I mean? Or if it's like they haven't really tested it. I mean, the game's been out for so long. You should not be getting idle town center time this early in ever. So maybe we need to check out those build orders. A very easy one for Greek is 1 villager goes to the dock, 2 villagers go to the berries, granary. 2 villagers that you produce from the town center go to the granary, get berry bushes, and then you get constant villager production for the rest of the time there. And you put 4 villagers or 7 villagers onto wood, and you get a very large influx of wood in order to build a butt ton of fishing ships, and then you go from there. All right, we got 7. We see we got Demanders basically doing that build up. 4 villagers on the food here, 7 villagers here. Get these docks. The next villager moves over here and grabs a dock, which looks like he's moving over to do. And then after that, you can actually, there's 2 options here. I prefer option number 1, which is continue putting villagers onto wood until you have 10, and then put villagers onto food. That allows you to keep pumping fishing ships and get the temple out without cutting any fishing ship training time, right? So that's why you put more villagers onto wood up to 10. If you could put villagers onto food, you get up to the classical age a teensy bit faster, but you have less fishing ships. And on a team game map like Midgard, where the map's really large, it's super important to get out as many fishing ships as you possibly can and get that economy going, because you're not going to get attacked very early, and then you can defend anything when you advance. Libertine also looks like he's pumping out dudes. So he's only got 4 villagers here as well. He does have 4 villagers on food. I'm not sure about this. I kind of like the, I mean, I did only have to build 1 ox cart, but I kind of like the not putting villagers on food option and getting dwarves out, because you always find yourself lacking gold in the classical age. So you take the hit on the slower training time of dwarves and the slightly slower chopping wood down on the trees. What is it? It's like 0.20 less speed on the trees. But you get out so many more fishing ships, so your economy is actually in a better position. And then when you're in the classical age, you slowly start taking those extra dwarves you created and put them over to gold, and you feel like you're in a better position, as opposed to having to build the dwarves a little bit later and not actually having the gold to do so. But that's it. Let's push this button a couple of times. We don't see anyone advancing just yet. We've got the things happening. Villages on the berries. No fishing ships coming out at this point for Ragnarok. See, he's got a fair few, but not as many as Demantis. You can see the difference between Ragnarok's and Demantis' score. Just seeing that that build order that Demantis is pulling, he did actually go for exactly 10 villagers on wood. Whether or not he's listening on the stream, though, maybe he's stealing my build orders as we go through. I doubt it. It's just very standard play. Confession of Horus is over here. Canopy Jar of Imseti. Alright, so then the next thing you want to do once you do these huge booms on the water is make sure you get your fishing upgrade And you kind of don't need to put any more villagers onto wood. So you put 7 villagers on gold, the rest onto wood. And then when you're in the classical age, you just put villagers onto gold and onto food based on what you need. You make triremes and you try and get to the heroic age at about 10 minutes. 9 minutes, 10 minutes, that's the aim. So anywhere between those two while having a fairly consistent archership production. Then you can advance your archer ships with that technology to buff them up and it makes them heavy. Like I can't remember what it makes them, what it's called, but they become so strong you just chew through everything. And also you can get out siege ships in order to win the water. Or alternatively, you can put villagers onto gold and more villagers onto wood, ignore the food situation, and just grab town centers. So there's the 2 options you can kind of have. Do you see the Hermes has come through? We've got Bars coming through, Athena, Freya, Athena, and a Forseti coming through for our Loki player. Obviously, Forseti is the way to go. Having so many fishing ships as well means you can pump out Hersa and make longboats, but generally speaking, it's better to just throw up the barracks or the temple and just pump out those Hersa and start raiding as fast as you can in order to do the damage, because it's hard to defend against that and defend on water. Got those trireme moving forward, looking to come in and deal some stuff. Got Forest Fire coming down as well, but looks like Swiss Boy's just going to be able to pick up that Raven with that special. Oh, he doesn't actually manage to, oh, he loses it. Oh, that's so sad. You hate to see it. Swiss Boy runs his centaur into the Forest Fire and the Raven gets away with 10 HP left. Now we can see the Valkyrie is going to be able to roam around and pick off villagers. Sort of for free. There is still a Theseus and we do have some militia here for Swiss Boy, but we'll see what happens there. We do see Bob's going for that 2 town center raw play. How are we going here? We do have a bunch of those. What is it? Is it per scene? Yeah, per scene has come through. Demantis has captured the Harmonious Necklace. Very good relic there for Demantis, giving him extra gather rate there on the gold mines. And we're seeing Ragnarok's just going to be retreating. Can sort of just chill here. We'll just like, I don't know, make 10 boats and then just chill. You don't have to fight. Like, you can just chill here and then get town centers. Having 10 boats and 2 docks is kind of enough to force your opponent to be a little bit scared. What are we seeing here, though, from Demantis? We've got 16 villagers on wood, and he is putting villagers onto gold at the moment. So either going to be seeing an armory thrown down or a town center thrown down anytime soon. We are seeing Ragnarok's is going to be moving in now, pushing Demantis back to his base. Bubs has got his Sphinx in here. There is a Herso already over here. And now we're seeing Swiss Boy making his way into Libertine's base here. Loki forever throwing down his dock forward as well. And now he can actually build well, I guess it's not forward. This is his teammate. Anyways, it's going to force Swiss Boy to be coming a little bit back here. Now we've got the troll running around looking for something here. How's the army production here? Loki forever not building Hersers here at the moment. So he's fine. We're just having a little bit of a lax situation here. We are, what is this? 10 to 8. 10 to 9 is about even with the 7 hack attack. Maybe? Not sure. Maybe these guys win just a little bit because they got the extra range. So he is going to be moving in now. It's 10 to 10, so this is a pretty even fight, but there we go. We'll see what happens here. Libertine needs to get these boats attacking, though. Generally speaking, as Norse, right? As Norse against Greek, you don't want to do kite or like you don't want to do pullback micro. You want to focus more on focus firing and making sure you get off as many volleys as you possibly can until later in the fight, until like smaller numbers, because you do the extra damage. Because you have less range. Pulling your ship back takes longer to pull their ship back because they've only got 14 range. So little tip for you there. You want to just wait. You don't really want to do the pullback micro against Greek as Norse. Anyways. Still some town centers here. We've got Swiss Boy has his own 2 town centers as well. So he's done that option. We're seeing the armory. There's the armory. If we can check out the food for Demantis, yeah, there we go. He's ready for that next age and right on 10 minutes. Armory should have been up a little bit before and he should delete that villager and just go up. Here we go. He's going through Dionysus. Villager coming in. Kind of exactly what I said. And he still has those triremes. So this build order is a really, really strong dude. so good. Works so well. And Swiss Boy's done a similar thing as well, I think. Given that he's got that second town center. He's pumping out villages really, really fast. Do you see the Theseus going to be picking off that Valkyrie? Libertine not paying attention there. He's under a lot of pressure at this moment. He's got Bubs running in with those medium axemen in order to pick off the Herser. And these Herser do not have Hall of Thanes here. Oh, he's not going to pick off that Herser at this point. He needs to actually bump him with the Sphinx a little bit. Is managing to do so. Nice micro there from Bubs. Enough to just attack it. Dude, use the Sphinx and attack it. How many monuments does he have? He's got 3 monuments. So he's going to be pumping Sphinx like a madman. What are they? They're higher Kara Sphinx as well. And they're going to have to get out. It looks like the Axemen are on top of these villages. We do see Watchtowers does come through. Loki Forever does get to the Rock Edge through Baragi. We're moving into Martis now, trying to take down this. He can use bronze onto these fishing ships. Not fishing ships, trireme. But he's going to get out of there. Do we see the instant upgrade? Yes, we do see arrow ship cladding. This is going to be really, really good for these ships. What's the actual buff it gives? It's actually huge, right? 10% extra arch ship pierce damage, 20% extra archer ship hit points, and most importantly, 4 extra archer ship range. That cannot be understated how good that is. So they're going to be able to move forward and start completely destroying this, basically. Unless Ragnarok can get to his own next age. I mean, now we're seeing the Loki Forever moving forward and try and pick off Swiss Boy here. He's taking down a lot of these triremes very, very fast, but he's going to be getting out of there. Feels good. Looks like the Ulfsark are running around doing their thing. Does he have Lone Wanderer? He does have Lone Wanderer, so they got that speed. We are seeing Loki Forever is around the back, going to be grabbing this town center. Looks like he may think about it. Bubs does use Locust, and unfortunately only picks off 2, but does a lot of damage to these guys. So if you can get some axemen attacks on here, you may be able to pick off a little bit more, but the Battle Ball does manage to come in and at least save just the Wolf's life. And now he's chopping down this tree. Didn't actually dump that gold. There was actually a fair amount of gold there. Now there's the bronze. Heavy trireme moving in. You can see this damage they've got. 6.6 damage, and then also the 18 range is gigantic. Yeah. What else does it give? Also, the 20% hit points is pretty big as well. Up to 348, which does mean you survive a couple of extra volleys. That's going to force Ragnarok to get away. I think he didn't need to use the bronze here. I think it was a bit overkill. Probably could have used that one over with in conjunction with like flaming weapons or something. We are seeing Bubs moving in. The Battle Ball here as well. But I feel like he's not going to be able to do too much once this hill fort is up. I'm going to force this one out of here. Do see that the trireme are going to be chasing. Do they get a speed bonus as well? No, no speed bonus. That would be too strong. Well, the dragon ships are out now for our Loki player, and he's doing the best he can at this point. Town center is now coming up for Demantis. He's actually going to be getting that boom happening. Definitely going to get these triremes to start trying to pick off some of these fishing ships, which it looks like he's doing. If you can pick off some of Bubs's, at least deal a little bit of a dent into his economy, because Bubs has not built a single water ship that is not a fishing ship in this game. So he's been sitting there just booming all game. And that's going to be difficult to deal with. He's going to pull ahead very, very soon. He's also got these Hierarco Sphinx. Let's go with that. Anyways, he's going to be running around, just picking off these units. Super hard for Odin to deal with speedy myth units. So if you ever seen Odin play, you can always go Centaurs, you can go Sphinx, you can do all that other thing. But Bubs using the tornado on top of this town center is actually going to be able to get that one. And now he can start building Avengers. He's got 3 monuments, maybe 4 monuments at this point. Oh, he's a noob. He doesn't realize. So, monument to the villages generates 0.1 favor a second. Monument to the pharaohs is 0.092 favor a second. So, therefore, it's better to empower the monument to the villages than the monument to the pharaohs. But that might have just been a leftover mistake from building it. Anyways, moving in, picking off some dudes, feeling good about himself, but all in all, this is Libertine. He is getting absolutely demolished this game and he's feeling really bad for himself. And we do see Adamantus is, for some reason, picking off a Catastropus over here. Should probably move those Trireme forward and do something. See Ragnarok's chucking up those archery ranges. Going to be building out some of those as Hades. They do have Hades bonus of an extra speed. With that extra 5% speed just to run around a little bit quicker. Because they felt like Hades was a little bit weak. But now we've got the heavy Triremes moving back in. There's a lot of fishing ship here you can pick off. Pick off the Pentaconta first and then move forward. The Mantis does now get that Plenivolt up. Chucking up the Armory. Does he have the Favor? He doesn't have the Favor just yet to get the Armory upgrade. Unless you already bought it. Nope, has not done that one just yet. He needs to get that extra Favor out before he can do so. And now this is kind of just a battle against the clock here. Can Ragnaroks be picked off before Libertine, or is Adamantus just going to simply move over here and try and help recoup Libertine? And the other option could be, can Adamantus' economy hold Libertine in this game by tributing him and feeding him some resources in order to help him get some stuff out? So we'll see what happens there. So we should probably grab this town center, man. Like, it's 3 town centers for Loki Forever, but Adamantus' economy with that Plenivolt, with all of that other good stuff over here, with the fish coming in, grab this next town center, keep building those villages, get 20 extra villagers or something like that. Then you can just tribute those 20 extra villagers into Libertine, and at least he's got some economy. But Loki Forever got, for some reason, a bunch of throwing axemen in order to deal with these cavalry here, but it's going to be working for him just at the moment. Loki Forever does hit the Mythic Age through Hell, so now he's going to be able to get those Fire Giants. Do you see Heavy Hippocon coming in clutch right now for this fight? Now is the Hydra here, but Frost Giants should be able to come in and just click onto that Hydra. We've got Polita taking some, putting some heat into this Libertine gold mine here. Oh, did not manage to actually click onto the Hydra there, so the Hydra's probably going to be able to get away at this point. A little bit sad. You really want to be doing that as best you can. Oh, we've got the raids coming in. These units are really fast. 4.3 speed. So this is simply just a case of the Toxote being at this just under the speed of the Manticore. So they move around about the same speed as the Toxote. Toxote? Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Toxote. Toxote. Toxote, that's how you say it. I remember. Haha. And now he's going to be sitting on this trade route for a little bit, but it's not going to really hurt Adamantus that much. Ragnaros does get to the Mythic Age through Hephaestus as well. And here's looking like he's got... Oh, also doesn't have the favor to get that upgrade. Forge Olympus is coming through for Ragnarok, so he already built it. That's good. Good. Adamantus invokes the Bolt God power onto something over here. You see the Underworld does come through and he's going to be trying to get onto this gold mine, but it's a little bit too late, don't you think? The gold mine's expired, so it's really just going to be trying to prevent this market from functioning here, and then he could make a move into this fortified town center and maybe grab this Plenivolt as well. Could be huge. So we'll see if that happens or not. Artemis coming through for Swiss Boy. Town center has come back up for Libertine, so still in the game somehow. He's not able to finish this game at this point. We're seeing Bubs trying to attack here. He needs to get those axemen out to deal with this army that Loki Forever has. He's got all the infantry out at this point, so all he needs is axemen. He does have axemen coming through, so that's going to be very, very useful. They are heavy axemen though, versus the champion infantry and also the Mythic Age Hersa. Flame Weapon still hasn't been cast yet for our green Loki player, so he's holding on to that for something. But it is looking like Adamantus is here now. He's got his army, but this is the power of Hades. Hades' army always super strong. Gets the extra attack on the Toxotes. Actually, he's got exactly the same attack for some reason. It's because of the upgrades coming in. Very, very clutch right now for Adamantus. He'll be moving in, picking off a bunch of these guys very, very fast. Also have the Bellerophon popping out right now to help out in this location. That's always very good. And we got these the idle caravans with 98 gold. Do they lose this gold if they move over to this town center? I've always wondered this. If you've got like a bunch of gold and you stop, you move over here, does this? Oh, it doesn't. So you'd be better off grabbing the donkey caravans, clicking on your market, and then shift clicking back to the town center, right? They don't get more gold for clicking to this town center and then clicking to this town center, which would be cool, right? Like you could set up all your donkey caravans and just like run past the town center, grab, hold shift, grab, and then click on your market and manually do it and get extra gold. And we've got a Swiss boy casting the ceasefire. Ragnarok has been cast by someone. Libertine does cast the Ragnarok, yeah. What's his population soon now? Oh, 167. This is going to be the weakest Ragnarok you've ever seen. But it is a water map, so he does have, what is this, 8 fishing ships? Ouch. That hurts. Seeing Bubs go Secrets of the Titans as well. And we've got the bronze coming down for Swiss Boy, the Mountain Giants onto this town center. We've got the heroes queued up, but not enough population. But Loki forever casts his own flaming weapons. That's going to be enough to really help with this. This Nidhogg does so much damage. Nidhogg's such a strong unit. 30 hack damage. I think he also does splash damage, right? Surely. Surely he does. Did I misread it? Maybe I'm wrong, he doesn't do splash. No, he does do splash damage. Just doesn't say anything. Taking the stables down. Looks like this is going to be a nice pushback here for our for Loki Forever and all that other stuff, but I think this is maybe a little bit too late. We've got Bubs running through Demantis' base here. It also has the rock drops with the catapult picking off everything. We've still got Ragnarok's pumping in here. He's also throwing up military buildings in this location as well as watchtowers. He does have the bonus of well, Demantis does have the bonus of picking off that underworld, but he's getting attacked from both sides. We've got Demantis trying to get this back up. Libertine here with some Heroes of Ragnarok, and we've got Titan Gate now coming up. Some watchtowers coming down as well, but I feel like this Titan Gate's not going to get touched. Not too worrying there. Maybe the Heroes of Ragnarok feeling like they can walk over there? Where is it? It's right in the middle of the town centers though, so this has to run through the base in order to do that. And Libertine does decide to tap out here. We'll see if the other two players understand now. Demantis says, nah, taps out, and GG, and Loki Forever's just like, dude, I played so well, let me carry you, but I'm not playing well enough. Look at me pushing here. With my Nidhogg that Poseidon can't counter because he's only got one ranged hero. He does decide to tap out. GG, well played there by Bubs, Rocks, and Swiss Boy. Taking that game there. I did like Demantis' play though. I think he played really well in this game. Bubs, I loved the three monument play there because it's one of those things that Egyptian don't normally get is a speedy classical army, and he managed to get that speed up by getting Sphinx and getting those upgrades through, and does that good stuff. So super well played. We'll see if people want to play it. I'd love to see if there's some 1v1s going. Watching some high level 1v1s is always a treat. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Let's jump out of this game and see if we can suss that out, or we just do another team game.